Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, Mikkel and I just went to go see Black Panther,
Black Panther?
and we just wanted to talk about it, do a little review of a movie, which is not something we've done before. So,
I liked Black Panther a lot. It gave me a little Matrix feel in the scene where the king's sister, where it's like she had like her own like controlling room where she was controlling stuff.
Yeah.
Like that part of it a little bit, and the little other scenes made me feel like kind of like a little in the Matrix feel. But
even when the dude was piloting the ship.
Yeah. It was dope though. I really liked it. It was really dope. You know, the little hidden forest, the ship flying into the city and all that.
Wakanda.
It was really nice. Yeah, Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Yeah, but I liked it a lot though. It was really nice. At first, I thought that the girl that the king loved was in on something, and she was going like turn on him because that was his weakness, you know. So I thought they was gonna play on that as it was going, but they didn't. It was really a dope movie. I really like everything about it, from the costumes to.
Wasn't it beautiful though? Everything about that movie was beautiful.
It was really dope.
One thing that I really liked in that movie was we got to see modern, nowadays African culture, and there was like an African American character. So when the cousin from LA was in Wakanda, he just had an American feel, you know? The music went from like tribal music to like hip hop. I just thought it was really dope just to see two different African cultures, because we're so used to seeing American black people, you know? So it was a really new feeling and experience for me on that. And Michonne was a monster. Oh, she was doing her thing.
Yeah, she's a really great actor though. Yeah. She's a really great actor. I mean, I knew she was good in The Walking Dead, obviously, but when somebody gets into another movie and it's just kind of similar to what she did in Walking Dead, but at the same time, she was really nice as an actor. She did her thing.
Just like as a female warrior.
Yeah, and that's the thing I liked about it too. Those female warriors, on his particular, under his umbrella. But I did think that they were going to be warriors, like when it comes to fighting, and they were good. Don't get me wrong, the women as far as fighting, but when it came down to it, they wasn't as good as I thought they were going to be.
Yeah. The king, the dude that was the Black Panther, the king at the very beginning of the movie, that ended up passing away. They were showing something on the news about him dying, and they said that he was king of like one of the poorest, brokest countries in Africa.
And then because they was unaware.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you said, it's kind of hidden.
Yeah.
It's like a hidden city, just like they said in the movie El Dorado. Killmonger, the American, he had the vision to share the wealth of Wakanda with the military and get violent with it. But to me, it blew my mind that they did not want to share their wealth and their advancement and their technology and all the healing stuff that they could do in Wakanda. They wanted to keep it right where it was. And I understand that from both sides. Like, they didn't want to, not like they're trying to be selfish, but they didn't want to have somebody take over everything that made them who they were.
I mean, you become very weak once you do that, you know? Just think about technology alone. Like, their technology was so, like, way past everybody else's that if they were to spread that out throughout the world, then what do you have?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to weapons, like, what do you have? Because you're going to have everybody else's ideas coming up with more creative things on top of what you already created. So it's going to become really like, we don't have any power now. Like, our power is gone.
Yeah, and everybody has it, which makes
that could be our government. They could be like, they could know some stuff we don't know, whatever. And
sure they do.
Like, oh, no, you're not getting this secret, or you're not getting this cure, or whatever.
But that's what was happening at the beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. That dude got a hold of just a little bit of it, and they followed this dude to Korea just to get it. He had that crazy hand thing, and then then he found that axe.
Why would you have that stuff on display?
I'm guessing somehow somebody got a hold of it, like an ancient artifact from Africa. And I don't even know how they knew that I don't know, uranium, titanium,
but even
palladium.
Yeah, but even
it?
what they even them having what they had, they didn't know what they had.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, you know. I love the fact that he touched it with the fake hand thing.
Oh yeah.
And all the dust came off it and it came like what it really was. I really didn't want him to kill the dude with the arm that fast. I thought he was going to be a part of the story, you know. I thought he was going to be like towards the end. And,
yeah.
You know how they do villains, you know.
Yeah, I thought they were going to take him back to Wakanda and tear him up.
That one black dude probably would have killed him anyway. What's his name? The other actor.
Get Out dude.
The one with the different, the Get Out guy.
The American cousin's name is Eric. What's wild is that we learned his story, and after seeing his story and the fact that his father died when he was young, and he did not even get an opportunity to learn a lot about his culture. You know, his dad died, and he was just stuck.
It's cold-blooded. But why would you? I understand they was protecting things, but
just trying to keep everything quiet.
You shouldn't have left him there.
Yeah, especially if he has no blood.
Yeah,
you think you would take him?
If that's your son, he has your blood, and it's just he's destined to know. And he probably wouldn't have grew up that crooked and that crazy, you know.
Yeah.
He would have felt some type of love.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have brought him back, but being that y'all abandoned him, y'all
created a monster.
Yeah, y'all basically started all of that. So.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a crazy feeling because not like I didn't like T'Challa that had just became king, but when they were about to go against each other, just as easy as they killed the armed dude, I thought that this dude was on his way out because Eric had just as much right to challenge the throne as everybody else did at that original ceremony. And
he wasn't there at the first one, though.
No, but he had the right to.
Of course he did.
And the main dude lost, and that was it. But in that moment, I wasn't that upset because I didn't think that he was going to turn evil. I really thought he was going to have like a gratefulness and appreciation and be good.
Who?
So you felt you felt that Eric dude was going to be evil from the get?
No,
I didn't at all.
No. But when he poisoned the lady, I thought he was just really trying to get the stuff. I thought he was a thief in the beginning, but you know.
No, he was just working with the armed dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way they rolled up in the ambulance truck and
you
know, trying like they come to get a body and all that. But once I seen that they was together, I was like, oh, it's a setup. You know?
So culturally, I thought it was crazy because the dude with the arm cannon using the stone that was from Wakanda, he kept referring to all of them as savages, which they're not savages. And also, the CIA dude that was with them that had gotten shot in the spine or whatever, that they took back with them to Wakanda, he didn't believe it. He was like, in Africa, where
he believed that they was poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, and he couldn't.
But he did know about
when Cannon dude was...
He did know about the suit, though.
Yeah.
Remember? And yeah, you just remind me, too, that was a dope, like the car scene when he was running through the city. That was a really nice scene. I liked it. The whole fighting thing and then them going into the city.
Yeah.
Like going into the city and you know, doing all that.
Michonne was up on the roof of a car and a Black Panther was...
She threw that little spear thing and it stuck in the ground and then they made the... Yo, how strong is that spear, yo? For you to... You know what I'm saying? And it stop a whole car?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would think that spear would just snap in half.
Yeah. And the Get Out dude with the rhino, all of them that had those big old shaws on, they would pick it up and go like this, and it was that same armor. Like, everybody had that. Everybody uses it in that country, which was really cool. But
that was a dope. The rhino thing was dope.
That was cool.
That was really dope. But that shield thing was really, really dope too.
The shield thing.
Somebody was thinking about Game of Thrones or something when they came up with that shield. You know, the shield, you put your little cape out, and then that extra layer of shield will cover. Like, that was dope. If you really had that in war, you'd be good. I mean, you would need somebody to like start catapulting people over just for you to fight. You know what I mean? Because you'll be able to get past that wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had a lot of little interesting little.
There was a lot of new stuff I never even thought about.
Yeah.
Like even little things like those sneakers.
Yeah.
There was some cute little subtle comedy too in that movie.
What are those?
Yeah, the what are those, and then she called them sneakers because they like made no sound. And then Cannon Arm was like, "What is love? Don't hurt me." Yeah. I was cracking up at that. That was funny.
If you notice, they kind of start a lot of. They're starting to, or they've not started to, but they've been. If you think about the Joker, or you think about anything in the past, the villains always are like Negan. You know what I mean? Like, but not as likable as Negan, but they're like silly or, you know, crazy, a lot of jokes, and or, you know, in his case, he was crazy singing and acting weird, you know. But they're that type. It's never like a serious, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you surprised at how against sharing the wealth and the technology of Wakanda they all were? You weren't surprised at that? You didn't take that as selfish at all?
I wish I could say no, just because I believe that's what's being done to us. And I do mean us as in people in general.
If Wakanda's had that power for like years and years and years and years and years, that's one thing. Once the world sees something that great, they are not going to be able to sleep anymore. They ain't going to be able to sit down. People are going to be coming at them from every angle. Just like that one dude, he got a little piece and they freaking turned up the whole continent, going to Korea and stuff to get him for a little piece. Everybody was in that movie too. Forrest Whitaker.
Still got a groove back. What's her name?
Angela Bassett. And the dude from the O.J. Simpson joint, and from This Is Us.
Yeah.
He played Eric Killmonger's dad.
Even the girl he liked, she's famous too, right?
12 Years a Slave, Lupita.
Yeah, her. She's been blowing up.
And of course, Denai Guerrera is Michonne on The Walking Dead. The little sister, she was dope. She was making all those inventions and stuff. She's in the craziest episode of Black Mirror from the newest season. Yeah, she's a monster too. She's really, really good in that.
I'm glad they played it the way they played it.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, I didn't want them to play it like a race, like Black Panther, you know? Right. I wanted it to be a Marvel, like exactly how it was. Yeah. Expecting some, you know, superhero type of stuff. Right. And I got
it came from a very beautiful place. It did. You know? It was very, somebody did their homework, you know? It was very tasteful. The people were beautiful. From what I saw, everything looked very authentic. Yeah. You know?
I feel like if anything, they were just saying, if they was trying to get any kind of message, it was like, this is who we've been, this is who we are kind of thing. Not you know, people have did this for years, and you know what I mean? Not on no. I just felt like, you know, we always were rich, we always was this, we always was that, we always was kings, whatever they were trying to go with it. But
it was but I mean, you don't see that coming out of Africa. Yeah. You see starving people, miserable, living in huts. And this not only showed, there were a few city scenes in Wakanda, and I'm sure that, you know, I don't know, it just showed people doing well. People happy.
Everything was dope.
People beautiful.
Even the little subway looking things out there flying through them hoops.
Oh, that was crazy.
It was dope. Man.
That was,
But then you had that, and then on the other hand, people walking in like village type, so it was like a mixture of, you know? Yeah. Just like a mixture a little bit.
Just like city life and country life sort of thing, you know? They're really, really advanced in technology and stuff in Wakanda, but when it was time to crown a new king and initiate him and welcome him in, it was very African, ancient, like ritualized.
Let me say this though.
I mean, not like I know, but still.
Let's think about Game of Thrones for a second. Tommen wasn't fit to be a king because he was a good guy. He was a good guy, you know.
It was,
and I don't think you should be able to challenge a king as long as they're in that lineage and this is the son of, you know, unless you're like the brother or something, you're older, you can say, yo, I'm the oldest. This throne is rightfully mine.
That Scar from the Lion King.
So, no, this is what I'm saying. If I come back, let's say, for instance, I thought it was going to be like his brother or something crazy. I thought it was going to be something like his dad cheated or dad did something and it was his legit brother, but it turned out to be his cousin.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is I wish that nobody could challenge the king unless it was a legit sibling or older brother, you know, and that wasn't the case in this. It was like a cousin or something. Yeah, you got the blood, but you're not an heir. You know, there's a difference between an heir and, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's in the family. You know, and I don't know. I like the idea for the simple fact that you want to make sure your king can fight.
I just saw it as like a battle of the fittest.
I'm just saying it's weird for you to be able to challenge a king. A lot of movies,
Yeah.
you know, it's all about, are you the son, you know?
Yeah.
You're not the son, then what are we talking about? Driving the car when she really wasn't even there. I was like, yo, this is dope. Yeah. Everything was dope, yo.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just the concepts were crazy.
Yeah, they were dope. Yeah.
If you could give this movie a grade, what would you give it?
It's a 10. It's an A+.
A+? I'd say it's an A2 for sure. I really enjoyed it. But no, we had to go out and support that movie. The whole situation surrounding the death of T'Challa's father and him being in the United States and never getting the opportunity to be with his Wakanda family and him having an opportunity to take the throne. I was thinking he was going to bring something new to the table, but I was just surprised and kind of disappointed at his intentions and his plans for that culture. It was an absolutely incredible and powerful movie, and I highly recommend it.